Wow, that's a loud game. Alright. There we go. Hello everyone. Danny here. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 1, I guess, of Retro Remakes. I'm your host, Danny, and I will be playing, as you can see, a remake of the game Shadowgate. Now, I have an interesting history about this game. Not really that interesting, but let's just say I played the original growing up, and I really loved that. Very fun game. I have good memories of taking it over to a friend's house and just the both of us going through Nintendo Power to find out what to do next. Just those memories, just on a Saturday night, hanging out with a friend and having pizza and sodas and playing video games. Just great memories, great memories. I'm gonna go ahead and do a new game. That way we can check this out. I guess we'll just go with normal since there isn't too much difference except for the torches not running out and the gameplay being less demanding, so go for it. Tip hints off. Yeah, I kind of don't like having tip hints on for certain games, but others, much required. Now let's get this started.
A hero's journey? A great quest? Certainly it shall be these things. But
this is all new to the game. If you've played the original, you didn't really get too much of a story, let alone a backstory for the character you are playing. You're just thrown into this situation, you're lost, and the only way out is through Shadowgate Keep. Yeah, you're there for a quest, but they don't really tell you too much of that quest. Back in the NES days, there weren't too much backstories involved in video games until Ninja Gaiden came out. Then it became all about the cutscene once that game came out. Then it's more story and whatnot. Before, you were just slave to the story left in the instruction manual, and if you were renting, well, good luck getting that, because usually somebody rented it before you kept the instruction manual. I never did. Just saying, though.
Gatekeeper, the oldest of spires. It harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers and ascribed to
the artwork's beautiful looking.
Shadowgate, the
like oil painting,
castle.
Perhaps. They animated it.
But all is not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane, a blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low, and it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me, Lakmir of the Circle of 12.
I don't believe Lakmir was part of the original story, but I really couldn't tell you because it's been decades since I played it. I mean, I was a teenager at the time when I first played this, and probably the last time I played it too. The original, I mean, not this. So a lot of the story doesn't really feel too familiar. I just know that you were sent to the keep to do something, and that's pretty much all I remember. I also remember there only being one skull at the top of the doorway, so it looks like we have multiple skulls and one missing. I guess I push the triangle for this. Iron bands bind the rough-hewn wooden planks that compromise this door. The door is locked. Okay, well, that's pretty interesting. Well, let's check it out. What do I do in this situation? Alright, controls are kind of wonky. Let's see. Alright. Okay, let's try to check the door, I guess. Let's look at this. Come on. Come on, analog stick drift. Okay. What button am I? Oh, triangle. There we go. It's right there in front of me. Alright. I remember there be... Oh. Ah. Here we go. About time, boy! Wow, boy. Thanks. Whoops. Let's read some of this and see what... How do I scroll this down? Here we go. What you find yourself? Okay. Lots of reading. I'm not a big fan of reading. In video games, I mean. I do love books, but really don't like staring at text for too long. That's why games like this aren't really my thing. I really would like to see more of the bottom of that. I think I have something messed up with my TV settings. I'll fix that later. Alright, well, let's get going through the door. Wheel. Kinda not really digging this layout, to be honest. Okay. Combine, use. Here we go. Use it on the door. Yes, I see that, and I'm trying to use the key. Alright, I am clearly doing this wrong, because the door is still locked. Yes, let's use this on the door, please. There we go. Button configurations on it, or not the configuration itself, but having to constantly use different buttons. But this is bad design, guys. Very bad design. Without warning, a pair of glowing eyes filled the chamber.
Which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not. Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
I really don't like this text setup. It's really hard to read, too, at times. My goodness. Alright, well, I do remember torches being extremely important in the original, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab these. So is the triangle just to look, and then you hit circle to interact with it? Magically sealed. I remember in the original version you come through that door in those eyes, but it didn't have all that spoken. Well, of course it didn't, but I mean, it didn't have any text to read about it. That's what I'm meaning. Oh, what's this? A lever. Squeal of protest. Alright. I really don't like how this handles too. I hit down to read more, and instead it tucks it away. You have to hit up. It's very counterintuitive. My goodness. Oh, this is all previous stuff. Okay, I don't like that either. What, you know, it's auto taking the notes, so can't complain too much. Well, I guess that lever does not magically unseal that. Let's try the door. Strange pattern. Come on, into the iron door. Alright. So let's take a look. There must be something else here. This kind of reminds me of Mist in a way. The layout, anyway. Come on, guys. fix your game. Alright, I do not like this so far. We're not on the greatest of starts. I remember there being a side door once you come in, or... oh. Yes, let's do that. Okay. Wasn't there like a hidden trap door below that? Oh, there's a key. Let's try the key on the door. Interaction a lot easier when it pops up the option for you to do it. But again, it makes it a little easier too. It's got the training wheels on. Alright. The musty breeze wafts out from behind an altar set within the stone alcove. I kind of remember this being in the game. Kind of. I remember the book being... I don't know, that's not really the best thing to grab onto. Loot the corpse. Main staple of any adventure video game. Looting. Alright, let's check out these candles. Despite the pain, you hold your hand over the flame. Actually, I was trying to take the candle, but that's fine too. Let's check this out. Oh, trap door. Was that how you activated it? Alright, there's some other stuff in here. Oh, I remember that too. It's like a side door. Anything else? Is there anything else? Yes, I loot it again, but not really. Let's give it a whirl. Fair enough. Railroaded into not burning. The cape on the skeleton. Alright, what's all this? You force yourself through the narrow opening and into the darkness beyond. Alright, that's... what is over here? Okay. Yeah, alright. Guess we're deciding against that. Oh, the spear, though. I think he used that on a troll or something. I thought the nursery rhyme was a candlestick, not a campfire, but hey. Just going by memory. Alright. Within the darkness of the opening. Yeah, there is something up there, I believe. Alright, well, nothing is standing out to me, so I'm gonna, I guess, exit. Or not exit, okay. I vaguely remember you needing some kind of levitation potion to make it through this bridge, because if you step on it you'd fall in the lava. Vaguely remember it. Yeah, wielded to the bowl of the brazier. Why would I just take part of this unit? That makes no sense. I don't know if I want to walk down this way, but I guess I have no choice. Let's try it out. forgot how you deal with this guy. Weren't you supposed to throw fire at him or something? Or no, you were supposed to have something bright and it shoos him away? I don't remember. So I clearly don't have what I need here just yet. Because I think that spear is for the troll, but let's try something. Oh, this does work. Ah, excellent. With a cry, you swing the lit torch at the wraith. I like these, it reminds me of the Dungeons and Dragons modules back in the, in the 80s for me. I mean, they predate that, but a lot of them had these boxes, the narrative boxes, and then you have stuff that were outside the boxes that were for the person running the game, i.e. the dungeon master or game master, if you will. Yeah, this text reminds me subtly of that. Probably why I really liked the game growing up, because I really loved Dungeons and Dragons, and so, yeah, of course I'm gonna gravitate to games like the original Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior, as well as Shadowgate. Alright. So much for the rune. Try the door. The creak of protest. The door opens. Like the developers hooked, attached at the hip with a thesaurus. I don't remember the sewer being in the game. Try this out. Nope. Didn't think so. Let's take this. And I can. Donate. Don't I need... Oh. Isn't this the rope? Vaguely remembering this game though, but... Pumpkin. Use thyself? No. No. Dirk. I don't remember having a weapon in this game. In the original, anyway. Well, I guess I'm kind of on my own with that. How do I get to this middle circle? L1? R1? No, yes, there we go. Moldy scroll, secured scroll. Well, I don't want to use any of it on the water. Can I? Oh, I can just go up there. After frantic movement or two, you manage to pull yourself through. Nice rhyming scheme there. I don't think it was intentional, but still have to compliment. Oops, I meant to put that on silent. Sorry, everybody. I apologize for those watching anyway. Oh, my brother asking me if I was looking to upgrade my streaming gear with cameras and lighting and whatnot. Actually, I have all that stuff. It just doesn't work too well on a PlayStation 4. You kind of need to do these things on a computer, and doing these things on my computer is not a good idea at the moment. Let's observe. What's this? I remember you had to break one of these mirrors. You threw like a rock through it or something, and then I don't know, one of them led you into outer space and you died, and then one of them was like the correct one, but I don't really remember this too much. Use from bag perhaps? Let's try the Dirk. Whoops. Let's try this. Still nothing. Alright. This game is starting to give me a why am I playing this feeling? Why am I bothering with this game? And then I remember, I'm doing it for viewers like you, who are potentially thinking about buying the game, or maybe not. But alas, if you are considering buying this game, I might strongly suggest against it, because I remember playing this several months ago after buying it and not being very impressed at all. And then I found the collection, the 8-bit adventure collection, and that was very impressive. All right, let's go back. At least the backtracking's a little easier. It's dedicated to a single button. Here, let's check this out. Actually, maybe I have I think it was a potion, but maybe I have a scroll for levitation. Secured, moldy. I don't think those will work. Maybe if I backtrack to one of these rooms, I might figure it out. Secure? All right. There is much frustration. Frustrations afoot. I forget how you open this. And I don't know what this did. Yeah. Isn't there like a way to go to the side or something? I need to fix the screen setup. I'm gonna do it after stream. I'm gonna take a break after streaming this before I stream another game so I can fix that setting. That is awful. Wasn't there something behind this thing? Or maybe this hole was it. I don't remember, but I kind of feel like there was a way to go that... Oh, there is. Here we go. I'm progressing a little bit further. Check this out. Alright. What about this? A sack and a satchel. It's a sack inside of a sack inside of another sack. More torches. Oh! I was just being greedy. Can I yank this too? Nope. Was there a specific one you were supposed to yank? What obelisk? You mention obelisk, but where? Oh, I see none. This room again. found another way down, but it's kind of useless. And I believe I am now at a stalemate again. I wonder what obelisk he was talking about, because these are just stone carvings. Oh. Another pumpkin. I guess I should have shaved this for the Halloween Horror Fist. Use the mummy on what? No, I don't want to use the mummy. Try this. Let's burn another one. Oh, what is this we have here? A mask. Not sure what that's gonna be used for, because I don't recall a lot of this being in the original game. Where's my issue of Nintendo Power? I'm just kidding. I don't have any. I used to have that one, I think, or maybe I borrowed it. I do remember having a subscription, but I don't know if I had that particular issue. I only had it for like a year. Nintendo was doing this really cool promotion. They were you get a year subscription and they would send you the game Dragon Warrior for free. And it came with like a extensive walkthrough. And that was a lot of that was interesting. At the time, something bad happened to us, but it happened around the holidays. I believe it was around November. Where I lived, we lived next to the Cedar River in Maple Valley, Washington, and it overflowed one year, and it came inside. The house was like above ground, like you know, stilted up slightly, a few feet, maybe about 2.5 feet, and I don't know what this door is about, but I remember I lost a lot of stuff. Childhood photos. I had an Atari 2600, and I think I had one of the computers too. The Atari computers was a hand-me-down from a fellow, somebody within the same Boy Scouts troop. He didn't want it anymore, kind of outgrew it, and so it was like, hey, you want this? And I said, yes, I do. So for a while I had a computer, an Atari computer for a while. A lot of it didn't work though. It had like usually it just killed you in the original and you started over again. That's funny. It's gonna tell you to not. But yeah, I lost that. I had a, what was it? That game Breakout? It was this orange console that sat on your lap by Nintendo. Brought it over from Japan when we first moved here, and I played on it a little bit. It worked okay. It was just Breakout, but different boards that you could play. Oh! Well, here we go. Let's try this out. Yeah, I lost a bunch of stuff though, magazines, just property stuff. A lot of water damage within. It came in like 3 feet inside of the house, so it being 2 feet up. So yeah, water level. I mean, my dad he evacuated us by bringing a rowboat to the house, we got in and left. And proceeded to lose furniture, electronic devices, lots of stuff. So you can imagine how horrible of an experience that had to be. And yet, thanks to Nintendo, that was one of the best Christmases I ever had in my life. Fond memories of playing Dragon Warrior. In fact, I remember when we were homeless for a while, staying at but my father's parents or my grandparents' place in Black Diamond. I remember playing Dragon Warrior, and I remember playing it and my grandfather walking in going, "Oh, are you expanding your mind?" Every time he'd see me play video games. Well, I'd say yes. I mean, in a sense, if you're playing for strategy, I guess you would be. Seems like none of these scrolls are going to work. Alright, well, I am now at a stalemate again. I think the pumpkin is gonna work, or the sacks that I've got. Oh. Nope, and there's, can I observe? Well, alright. I don't know what else to do. I think our relatives sent us some games that year too for the NES. Or maybe it was a year before, but I remember those games being god awful. Kung Fu Heroes was in that mix. What a piece of junk that game was. Just god awful. The Adventures of Bayou Billy was in there too. And Flying Dragon was in there, which was interesting game. I thought that was an interesting game. I ended up baiting that game, and I don't know, probably because it's a Stockholm Syndrome game. A Bayou Billy, though, I had no patience for it. I just thought that was just a horrible, horrible game. And I still maintain that, too. I'm sure there's fans out there of it, but I am not one of them. Let's see. I think I can do something here. Well then, alright. Man, this game just really doesn't give you much to work with here. Yeah, and it won't let me take any of that, so there are no... I was just here, okay. I don't know how I feel about this game. I'm really not intrigued to play it. Like, this is extremely boring to me. And that's sad too, because I loved the NES version. You know, the NES version, because I believe it was on the Mac originally, so I can't say it's the original. But the NES conversion was pretty darn fun, and I remember it being kind of a big deal within certain groups of my friends. Alright, well, let's try these other doors. try the torch on elemental. Alright, I was actually trying to scare it away, but that didn't work. Can I take that? Will I be able to take this, or will the elemental block me? Alright, well I can't really interact with it then. Magical orb, okay. Oh, I think I know what I need to do with that. I have to find an orb, and then you trap it in the orb, and then there's a place where the ground is on fire, and you throw it down there. I'm trying to think of what other crappy games that my cousins... well, not really my cousin, but it was a real bummer, because I would have been happy if they'd have just sent one good game, as opposed to those 3 really bad games. Kind of a less is more. I remember this being what you needed, but you could only use it so much. So there has to be something in here of use before I have to leave. Okay, I don't think these are of... I guess I'm done here? I don't remember what I needed. Oh, I needed that. I think I need to use something on that, but I don't know what. Oh, L1. Use shield, no. Oh man, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with that. Maybe I put the pumpkin on there and make a skeleton of pumpkin head? I don't know. I don't remember fighting the dragon. I think just leave. Grab the shield for something. No, I think the shield was supposed to protect you while you took something from the dragon. That's what it was, I think. Just can't remember. Supposed to throw meat over there or something? There's nothing to the sides, and there's just these bones, so I don't think I need anything here. I mean, I can take these, but what use would they be? This though hints that with that wrench on there, that hints that maybe I'm supposed to do something with that, but what it is, I don't know. Oh, look at this. Let's do this and that. Let's take the scroll. Alright, what did I just pick up? Brittle. Alright, well, anything else over here? What's this? Okay, don't really need that. I'm gonna try this. Alright, well. Is this something? Nope. Alright, 1 foot through the door. Let's give it a go. This, oh, maybe use the ice for here, and then you, there was something you did. Like a key or something back there. Alright, well. It's not really my intent, but let's go this way. Elemental. Somehow I turn. I don't think I have to use the orb. I think so. This room is, or both these rooms, I think, aren't anything I can do. Well, back to being in a stalemate again. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to throw a rock at one of those rooms, or one of the mirrors? Something like that. I remember you're supposed to shatter the door, but I don't remember how. Okay, yeah, I thought there was like a rock or something. You just bash through it. I remember there being 3. And only one of them was correct. Alright, well, frustration is ensuing right now. I'm gonna put this out there. This game is failing to be fun for me. I used to love the NES version. I have a lot of great memories involved with that game. This game, however, I'm not digging it. Like, I really don't like this. I would like to find him, but this is bad. This is a bad remake. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. The NES version, I could figure it out because it's all just, it's observation. This is a little difficult because it's harder to spot some of the things. And I know it's by design so that you take your time, but at the same time, I mean, right now I'm just running in circles and I'm getting just more and more frustrated with it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do or where to go at this point. Except for out of here because I am done with this stream and review. What am I gonna give this? Well, I remember paying a lot of money for this, so as far as value goes, this is in the, yeah, don't bother. If this was a $5 game, yeah, but I think I paid like $25. I bought this like a while ago. It's one of the earlier games I bought for the PlayStation 4. I specifically picked up the PlayStation 4 so I could play Monster Hunter World / Iceborne, and I love that game. That's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. But this, in my opinion, I'm gonna have to just give it an average, perhaps below, because I don't really like, I don't like how they remade this. I don't. It's beautiful, like it's Myst, you know, like that game series, but at the same time, I really like the well, yeah, I like the originals better. You know, I've seen what it looked like on the Mac, and a couple versions on the Mac actually, and they both looked really good. This, however, it looks beautiful. It's not doing anything for me. It's really doing absolutely nothing for me. All it's doing is just making me frustrated and wanting to play the original, or the NES version, the original that I am used to. That's that primacy effect, so I keep calling it the original when it's not the original. It's the first one I played, or first version of it, iteration. So I don't know, I would give this like a 4 or 5 out of 10. This is not a fun game, it's not a good game. I mean, it's based off of a really good game, just the execution, just, I don't know, it's, like I said, it's not doing anything for me. It's not pulling from nostalgia, it's not pulling from anything. All it's doing is pulling frustration out of me, that's it. So 5 out of 10. Yeah, I'll just give it that, 5 out of 10. This game stinks. It's boring, or this version of it is boring. This is a bad remake in my opinion. It's beautifully done, and I can tell a lot of hard work has been put into it, but that doesn't excuse the fact that the execution is poor. So yeah, 5 out of 10. As far as the value goes too, it stinks, and it takes a while to get used to the interface, but once you do it's a bit smoother, so I'm not gonna slam it for any of that. And visually it's beautiful, sound is beautiful too, music, listen to that. It's just, I rather enjoy the music from the NES version more than this, so I'm gonna call it. With that said, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel I can make these videos much more enjoyable. Keep it civil and keep it constructive. If you like these type of videos, please consider subscribing. I would love to earn your viewership. Well, with that said, have a good morning, a good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Danny out.